Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at the first 4 reveals from Mojo Fun. As far as I'm aware, the lineup for Mojo Fun, as far as their prehistoric figures go, will be actually pretty hefty this year. There is definitely a large amount of figures that they will be releasing, so I figured I would break it up into a few groups similar to what Collect Day is currently doing, instead of just bombarding you guys with a million different new images of new Mojo figures. I would just give you the first 4 that have been officially announced so far and talk a little bit about them right now. So the very first one that they released, as far as these images go, is a Troodon, and I really think that as far as the sculpt and the paint on this figure goes, it is absolutely exceptional. You can see that it does have an articulated jaw, which is pretty cool. Definitely something that a lot of people enjoy. It gives you a little bit of options as far as posability goes, but I think that the sculpt looks really good. The feather detail all looks really beautiful, even to the point of the feathers there on the arms kind of having like feathers pushed apart and everything. Really nice, very small details like that are the type of thing that really draw me in. But I think the paint on this really looks beautiful as well. A very natural looking paint application as far as what a Troodon probably could have looked like, and I think that as far as this figure goes specifically, this was a great start for Mojo Fun to officially start revealing their figures with a really beautiful looking Troodon. The next one is kind of hit or miss for a lot of people. This is one that I'm not sure how many people feel about it, because this is their new Spinosaurus, and me personally, I really quite like it. The paint job is a little iffy because I feel like they could have done like a better job as far as the design of it goes, but honestly I still think it looks really nice for the most part. And this is another figure where it kind of looks like maybe it's meant to be bipedal, just due to the hands looking like they're kind of sitting on the ground, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this is implied as a bipedal Spinosaurus. It could be quadrupedal, and since so many people are so hit or miss as far as what they believe Spinosaurus to be, you can really kind of decide on your own if this one was meant to be quadrupedal or bipedal. However, personally, I think it definitely looks like a very bipedal version, and actually quite similar to a Jurassic Park 3 style appearance to it, which I think personally that is not a bad thing. I am definitely a huge fan of the JP3 Spinosaurus, but at the same time, as far as the body kind of having a similar appearance to the JP3 version, the head sculpt I think looks a lot better than the JP3 version, a lot more up to date and more accurate than a JP3 head sculpt would look, so it's really not that bad overall. It's kind of like a mixture of both slammed into one figure, and this is a figure that I think you're really going to have to see in person to really be able to decide how much you like it or not. The angle here is a little off-putting, you can't really get a good idea exactly of how it looks, but me personally, I'm really quite excited about this Spinosaurus. Then they actually re-released a Giganotosaurus. Now it looks very similar to the one from last year, however, you should be able to tell that Mojo Fun completely redid the figure for this year because they felt like due to production issues, last year's Giganotosaurus didn't quite reach its full potential, and I would definitely agree with that. I think the paint application kind of drew a lot of people away from their Giganotosaurus from last year. However, if the factory released figure of this version looks just like this, I think that they'll definitely have a nice fan base on this Giganotosaurus because it really is quite beautiful looking as far as the paint scheme goes. I think it's absolutely wonderful. The greens and everything look fantastic. Really nice color variation throughout as far as those greens. You can see really nice realistic color tone and skin tone. I think the sculpt also looks really quite appealing, and I am definitely very excited about this Giganotosaurus. They have improved so much as far as Mojo Fun goes, and this is a surefire sign of that. I even love the fact that you can see color variation on the toenails and everything, so I'm really looking forward to this Giganotosaurus. And then the last one is actually quite the obscure species you pretty much never see get made figures of, and it is a Manchurro. It really looks nice once again. I think Mojo Fun is doing a fantastic job with their entire line so far as what's been announced, and they're really quite killing it, I will say that. Not everyone will agree, but I think they are doing an absolute fantastic job, and they were kind of the sleeper company, I feel like, that people weren't really expecting so much from, but they're really delivering, in my opinion, as far as not just the sculpts, but now having obscure species like the Manchurro as well. And I think that the sculpt on this looks fantastic. I really love that red kind of hanging skin on the underside of the neck, along with the paint application in general, and the overall sculpt just looks beautiful. So these are the very first 4 from Mojo Fun. There will be quite a few more announced, and I am beyond excited to see what else they have in store, as these first 4 have really impressed me. So when the next 4 come out, I will be sure to make another video to let you guys know what the next 4 Mojo Fun releases are. But as of right now, guys, in the comments, definitely let me know your thoughts. Tell me if you're excited about the Mojo Fun line for 2020. And again, when the next round comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But until then, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.